kids, welcome back for another week of Calon Kids. So go get your stuff ready before we start our parable of the lost sheep. See you in a minute. Okay, so you should have got your card. If you haven't got green card, don't worry about it. You can use paint and painted green, whatever you fancy doing. But we just need it to look like grass. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to cut my card, because what I need to do is make a bit of a tube. Cut a piece of card like this and then make it into the shape of a tube. Now you can either glue it or sellotape it, whichever is easier for you. So I'm just going to sellotape this piece down here like that. So there we have our tube ready to hide our lost sheep in. So then we need to make some grass. So what you need to do then is get strips of green like this, and we're going to cut this into some grass. 3 strips. Then I'm going to put my strips together, making sure that one end is all together. So there you've got 3 strips. And then I'm going to cut with my scissors to make the grass. Now you may need a grown-up to help you with this. So just cut down, make sure you don't go all the way, because otherwise obviously you will split your paper down completely. So all you're doing is you're just cutting down to make the grass. And there you are. Make sure that you've gone down far enough on your card, but like I said, don't go all the way, otherwise you'll have split it up. So you should basically have something a bit like that. And because we put the 3 together, you've got 3 different bits. Then we need to glue them on to our tube. So start at the top first. Long line of glue on the bottom, the bit that's not cut, on the grass. Then starting at the top, put your grass onto your tube all the way around. Now it's probably going to be too long. That's fine. It's better to have too much than too little. But once it's gone all the way around, you can then trim it to the size that you want. And then you just keep repeating that all the way down. Once you've done it all the way to the bottom, you can then just ruffle your grass down a little bit so that it's not all sticking up. So just push them down a little bit so that you've got like a messy field. And there is your grass all done. So put that aside for a second to dry while we make our sheep. Now you have to draw your sheep on a piece of, ideally a piece of white card. So obviously a sheep has got a big fluffy body, a black head, and I'm going to put 2 black little legs on him. So draw your sheep as best you can. Once you've drawn your sheep, you then need to cut it out. And there he is. Now I've got some wobbly eyes. Now if you haven't got wobbly eyes, then you can either draw them onto his face or even paint them on with white paint. But I've got some wobbly eyes, so I'm just going to glue them on now. So there's my sheep, all ready for our story. Now our story today can be found in Luke 15, and it's the parable of the lost sheep. And Jesus tells this story. Imagine if you were a shepherd. Now a shepherd is somebody who looks after sheep. So imagine you were a shepherd and you had 100 sheep. Every night you would have to make sure that they were all safe, and you would count them. So one night the shepherd was counting. He had 90, 91, 92, another 2, there's 94, 96, 97, 98, 99. Oh my gosh, he's got 99 sheep. He should have 100 sheep. It looks like one of them has wandered off. So what do you think the shepherd should do? Well, this shepherd decided that that sheep was really, really important. And he couldn't leave it wandering around by itself. It could get eaten, it could fall and hurt itself. So he decided to make sure that the 99 sheep were all safe and all together, and he decided to go out and look for that one sheep that was lost. So off he went, hunting high and low for this little sheep. And then all of a sudden, he found her. She was in the bushes. He took hold of her, put her on his shoulders, and carried her back to safety. And what what Jesus was saying in this story is that no matter how much you maybe wander off and do your own thing, he will always come looking for you. Even if you are the only person on the earth, he still loves you. That's how special you are to him. So that was the moral of this parable of the naughty lost sheep. So come on, let's finish off our craft. So we've got our sheep and we've got our field. So now we have to put our sheep in the field. So I've got a straw, you might have a pipe cleaner, you might have a piece of card or a pencil or whatever just to put your sheep on. So all we have to do is sellotape the sheep to our straw. Then we can put him inside our field. And here he is here. Look, there's the naughty sheep hiding in the grass from the shepherd. So to finish it off, all I'm going to do is write a reminder at the bottom here. And there you have it. The story of the lost sheep and the shepherd who felt he was so important he had to go looking for him. And look, he found him in the grass. I hope you've enjoyed the story today. I hope you realise how special you are to God. And I'll see you next week when we do another parable of Jesus. Bye.